Ho, ho, ho.
T-minus 10 days to Christmas.
We're ready. Are you?
Welcome to your third favorite podcast.
Well, welcome back to another episode of your third favorite podcast.
In honor of Christmas right around the corner, we have decked out the set in all things Christmas. We've got the Christmas tree.
We've got the Christmas lights.
We've got the Santa mugs.
We've got this green foliage wrapped in lights on our table.
We've got the snowmen.
We've got a Christmas gnome.
We have matching Christmas boxers on.
How do you know which ones I'm wearing?
Green ones, snowmen.
Frick.
Well, that brings us to our first game, which we call Shrek the Halls. Matt has written some Christmas trivia for us, and whoever gets the most correct gets 300 points towards our season-long competition.
Okay, so hold up, Josh. Why is it called Shrek the Halls if it's just Christmas trivia?
JJ, I'm so glad you asked. It's because whenever one of us gets a question wrong, we each got to take a bite of an onion.
Just a nice raw onion. We got to take a bite out of it like an apple.
A whole bite.
Okay.
Matt, let's get our first question.
Let's Shrek those halls.
All right, let's see how much you know about Christmas. We've got 10 questions here.
Uh-huh.
All right. Very quickly, write down your answer. Where was baby Jesus born?
Don't look at mine.
I hope that you got it wrong.
I almost did.
I almost said something else.
Me too. You want to cut us down?
Let's
Matt?
see your answers. Bethlehem.
Bethlehem.
Well, let me see him. JJ, I'm going to make you bite into your
Why?
onion because it is spelled wrong.
What? Okay.
Bethlehem.
No. Spelling?
I'm going to make, yeah.
No. That's so lame.
That's 1 point for me.
I'm going to make you take a tiny bite of your onion. You get the correct answer, but
Okay.
you still need to take a bite of your
Well,
onion.
that is okay. That is. I didn't know that spelling was an issue.
I almost wrote Nazareth.
I did too. Actually. Oh gosh. Woo!
All right, our next question.
Oh my gosh.
Who plays Will Ferrell's stepmom in the 2003 Christmas classic Elf?
Oh.
Crap.
Shoot. Oh gosh.
Do you know?
I know her first name.
We need both names.
I think I got it. Are you gonna, let hurt for spelling again?
You'll still get credit, but you'll have to bite the onion if you don't spell it right. All right, let's see your answers.
Okay.
I said Judi Dench.
I said Mary Steenburgen.
JJ is correct, and you spelled it right, but you said it wrong, Steenburgen. But I won't make you bite the onion.
Okay.
so you have-
So I have two,
and
and
you-
Josh
and I have
has
to take a-
one, and you have to take a big bite. How is it, Josh?
Not good.
All
Make
right.
sure you actually swallow that because, okay, back on Halloween, for those of you that watch, you remember Josh eating those pumpkin guts, just like nibbling them like a little tiny, like a little squirrel. Like
I know that's because I felt like I was gonna throw up.
All right. The questions are getting a little harder now. Here we go.
oh gosh.
According to the song, what did my true love give to me on the 8th day of Christmas?
Oh shoot. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to sing it in my head too.
Okay.
All right, let's see your answers.
What'd you say?
I said 8 maids a milking.
I said 8 swans a swimming.
The correct answer is 8 maids a milking.
Oh! I thought it was 11 maids a milking.
Oh my gosh, no, that's
So,
11.
Josh, take a bite of your onion.
12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping.
Yeah, that's it.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
tell
it.
you. It's 3-1.
3-1. Oh my gosh.
Hold on, I gotta.
I'm gonna get some 300 points here. Oh, I'm so nervous. This is just a quick score update for everyone. I have 1850 and Josh has 1900. So
It's a very
50
close
points
game.
separates us. Oh my gosh.
And we don't know what the punishment is yet.
Yeah,
it's not surprised.
All right, next. Donald Trump makes a cameo in what Christmas movie? All right, let's see your answers.
Home Alone 2, Lost
Lost
in New York.
Both of you got it correct. 4-2. Next question. In the original Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind?
Oh, crap. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong here. I feel like, JJ, do you watch Christmas movies year-round?
Not year round, but I will watch them. And I watched like all the Home Alones last year.
Okay.
So
All right.
I
See your answers.
I think I'm wrong.
you are wrong.
I
because
said Chicago.
That's where they're from.
I know.
Chicago is where they're leaving from.
Yeah.
And is it?
The correct answer is Paris.
Yes.
Dang it!
Wow. So JJ's ahead 5-2.
Okay.
Take a big bite of that.
Come on, Josh. I don't even care about the points right now. This is just funny having you watching you have to eat practically a full onion.
All right, Josh, you got time to come back here. Let's see. All right, next question. What country was eggnog invented in?
Oh.
Oh, wow. Eggnog. Oh, geez.
No hints?
No hints.
Eggnog. Nog.
Who's there?
Hold on.
Nog. Who's there? It's Germany.
That's what I said
Okay.
too.
Okay, you both have said Germany. You both are wrong. Take a bite. The correct answer is England.
England. Oh my gosh.
Give me a second. Oh my gosh.
That'll clear out your sinuses.
Yeah, it's all right.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Wow. All right, I'm ready.
All right, next question. Let's see how well you know your Bible. How many wise men does the Bible say visited baby Jesus?
Hold on.
Oh gosh. I think I'm wrong.
All right, let's see your answers.
I think I'm wrong.
It does not specify.
Okay, JJ says 3. Josh says it doesn't specify. The correct answer is it does not say.
Oh my gosh.
So
Well, I
JJ,
feel like an
take a
idiot.
bite. 5-3.
Oh. I'm glad I can take a little break because I need to finish swallowing the stuff I have in my mouth.
Ugh. Geez, I'm gonna need some gum or something.
Yeah, and to blow
Huh.
my nose.
Woo!
In the Muppet Christmas Carol,
Oh,
Crap.
who plays Scrooge? Hint, it is not a Muppet.
hint: it is not a Muppet.
It's a real actor. Who plays Scrooge?
Who plays Scrooge?
In the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh my gosh. Shoot.
Have you seen this
Shoot.
movie?
No. Hold on.
I'm almost caught up. I've almost swallowed all my onion.
All right, let's see him.
Robert De Niro.
Robert Redford.
All right, it is not a Robert.
We both put a Robert?
The correct answer is Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Oh, well,
So
we both
still,
got to take another.
still 5-3. We have 2 questions left, though, Josh. You could tie it up.
Oh, gosh. This is so acidic, it's like burning my insides.
Uh-huh. It's burning my outside.
Next question. What was the name of the angel who told Mary she was with child?
Oh, shoot. Do you know this? Ah! Oh, sorry, I just had a lot of onion.
I didn't spell it right.
Well,
If I got it
You'll
wrong.
get it
If I-
right. You
if-
might still have to bite an onion.
If I get it right, I didn't spell it right.
all right, ready?
Yep. Gabriel.
I said angel of the Lord.
Gabriel is correct.
Is it really? I thought I was going to put Gabriel, but I thought it was wrong, so I didn't. Oh my gosh, I feel like such an idiot.
Hey,
All right,
JJ,
take a big bite.
what's your mom's name
Both
again?
of you have
Pam?
to take a bite, though. Josh
Yeah.
spelled it wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna take a smaller bite because I didn't get the whole thing wrong. Your mom's name's Pam, right?
No.
What's your mom's name?
Kim.
Kim. Kim, if you're watching, I'll make sure your son starts reading his Bible. As he is getting all the Bible ones incorrect.
All right, it's 4-5. Last question.
Ooh.
What is the most popular Christmas meal in Japan?
What
Oh.
so we both know what we're going for here. What classifies as a meal? Are we saying dish or like
Like the food itself. What is the food itself? What is the most popular crisp item that people in Japan eat on Christmas?
Hold on.
Oh gosh.
There's a very specific answer I'm looking for here, but if you don't say it's specific, but you still say it, I will give it to you.
Okay.
Oh really?
Yep.
Now I feel like I'm gonna. Okay, I think I'm wrong.
All right, let's see those answers. We have pizza.
Pizza.
From JJ.
Kentucky
and,
Fried Chicken, baby.
And Josh
Is
is
that
correct.
right?
Yeah, baby. Let's
Kentucky
go.
Fried Chicken is the traditional Christmas meal in Japan.
Wow. I knew that it was something like fast food-esque. So
How
we're
did you know
tied.
that, Josh?
I've heard that they love KFC. So I don't remember. I don't know how I know that, but it was in the back of my head that I've heard that before.
Okay, so it's tied. 5-5.
Josh makes an epic comeback.
Had I freaking just gone with my gut and said Gabriel, but I
All right,
didn't.
to break the tie, here's what I'm going to do. You have the next 20 seconds on your paper to write down. Whoever can write down the most correct of the gifts from the song The 12 Days of Christmas will win. Go. Five seconds. All right, pens up.
Okay.
All right, let's see what you said. Let's see how many you got.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I said 2 turtle doves, 5 golden rings, 8 maids of milking, a partridge in a pear tree, and 11 swans a swimming.
Let me confirm here.
11 swans are swimming.
That is not the 11 swans a swim. That's 7 swans a swimming.
Dang it.
Yeah.
So Josh, you got 4.
12 drummers drumming, 8 maids of milking, 5 golden rings, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a
Yeah.
partridge in a pear tree.
All right, JJ, you win. So give yourself 300 points on the board.
And Josh, take another bite of that onion.
Go ahead and take another bite of that onion, Josh.
You got the question wrong.
I didn't get it wrong. I just didn't win the question.
Take a bite for every gift you did not write down.
Oh no! More bites up.
300 points.
Taking all game. All right. So the updated score is JJ has 2,150, and I have 1,900. So still anybody's game, with an episode and a half left.
Well, 300 points. That extends my lead pretty handsomely.
And what I will say, I've been putting on a brave face all season, but I'm actually now starting to get really nervous about what Matt's surprise is going to be, since we'll find out next week.
Next week, I'm still terrified because I think there's still like lots of points to come.
Oh, we have so many games. It's anybody's game.
Oh my
seriously.
gosh. So,
But I think I've had enough games for now. So let's bring it into our next segment.
yeah. So, like we've said before, a lot of you don't really know us. So we want you to get to know us better. So that's why we're going to do another round of Let's Get Personal. Matt has written some questions for us, and we are going to answer them as we pull them out
thank you.
of a Santa hat.
Okay, I'll do the honors.
Do the
First one.
honors.
First one. What memory instantly makes you smile?
What memory instantly makes me smile?
Well, this was more like heartfelt and legitimate than I thought it was going to be.
I think for me, the memory. I mean, this has happened now multiple times. But when I first found out that my oldest sister was pregnant, and we were going to have our first. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm tearing up a little bit. It's not because it's because the onion. No, it's not because the onion. But when we had our first niece enter the family.
What's her name again?
Carolina.
Oh,
I love, and now there's like, by next year, there will be 10 nieces and nephews
That's
in my
insane.
family. And so it's very fun. I'm going to be very broke for the rest of my life because pretty much if any of them ask me for anything, yes, I will buy it for them.
that's funny.
So that's mine.
Mine is you were slightly a part of this one. Oh, I just spit some onion. You were slightly a part of this one, but you weren't the main reason. It's when Brenna was walking down the aisle, and
I'm glad I wasn't the main reason.
yeah, you weren't the main
one.
reason about that. But when Brenna walked down the aisle, She was walking with her dad. I was like, our wedding video is online, and I was like bawling. Like I was.
Yes, you were.
I was crying so hard, but that instantly makes me smile. It's such a special moment. She looked amazing, and yeah, loved it. And then when she actually got to the front, my dad did our ceremony, and he said, "All right, stop crying, son. The ceremony hasn't even started."
I remember that. Very funny. Very funny. Very sweet. Next question. What was your first impression of each other? Oh, gosh.
Okay, so we met at the audition. Well, I probably had the same first impression of JJ that most people have of JJ, which he's just loud and boisterous and like, really good at being center of attention and stuff like that. So I think, and I came to realize like that's a great thing about you. I don't think you're trying to scene steal or like take attention off of other people.
Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah, your turn. Obviously, no, that you were loud. You were very loud.
Yes. Yes. Well, that's true. That's true. Especially at that time. My first impression of Josh. Josh, I remember thinking like, who's this like kind of like lanky little freshman? but I thought you were funny. I was like, dang, he's good. And I was like, I think he'll make it, and I think I'll make the team. and I didn't, of course.
Yeah, if you listen to the first episode,
but
you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I did think you were very funny, and I thought that you were like awkward. In the best way.
I was though, because I came into college and I was only 17 years old.
And you looked very young.
If you go on my Instagram or JJ's Instagram, there's some pictures of me. I have the most baby face ever.
Yes. And
I have a very round head. The beard is just an illusion. It gives the illusion that I have a chin, but there's really no jawline there. That's why I keep it. Let's go to the next question. What is your biggest fear? Matt went hard with these questions this time.
Are we talking like rational or irrational?
However you interpret it.
Okay. So I have.
Sometimes rational fears are also irrational.
Yeah. One of my biggest fears is getting stuck in a saw trap.
Okay, so you're obviously one with irrational fear.
Yeah, but also like claustrophobic drowning, like being stuck in a tight space and then drowning. And like not being able to. I had a time once I used to work at an indoor water park, and we were having this staff party, and the tube, the slide, they stuffed like tubes like 3 deep in there, so it like would block the water, and then people would come through and they like would blast the tubes, and it was supposed to be fun, crazy. I sneak up to the top and be like, oh, I'm gonna run down and scare them, and so I go down and I get to the bottom, and the tubes, they won't budge. And I'm like freaking out, and I'm screaming. I'm like, you guys, hey. And nobody can hear me. I see people like looking, and I was like, this is 3 tubes deep. And I'm like kicking at them, and this isn't going down. And then another guy comes down. We both run into it. Doesn't move. The water starts rising up, and it's like pitch black in there. And so we're like trying to climb up the slide, and the water's running down, and it's tiny. And so I'm like freaking out, thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm going to die at this staff party because nobody can hear us. And then 2 more people came down, and we finally crashed through. But I found out it was because the manager was like, guys, take some of those out of there. It's a little bit unsafe. And so I came out, and I was very scared. So that is why I have that.
That actually happened?
That actually happened.
When you were telling that, I thought that was a dream you had.
No, that was a very real. And so, I mean, it probably wasn't like as dire, like in my mind.
No,
like,
I was getting anxious as you were saying.
In my mind,
telling the story,
I thought I was going to die, but it probably wasn't as dire. Like if I looked back, rolled the tape. But when you're in those moments and the adrenaline's pumping, you're like, oh gosh.
Well, I guess I'll give an irrational fear and irrational fear. I always have dreams, and this actually just happened last night, that I'm like, I haven't finished homework for a class. And I've been out of college for almost 6 years now, but like, not only that I haven't finished homework, but there's been a class that I have not attended for 2 months, and that I'm like not going to be able to graduate. I'm always in my last semester, and I'm not going to be able to graduate. That's my irrational fear.
No, that's very rational. That happen. I feel like that happens to a lot of people.
Yeah, so I'm always my scary dreams that I have, and then my rational fear is that like something is going to happen to Brenda while she's on the job. So she's a nurse, and nurses, there's actually like a really high percentage of assaults against nurses because people who are in the hospital and who are sick sometimes aren't in their right mind. And not necessarily just people who have like psychotic issues, people who are just sick. They're confused and they don't know what's going on. Will like reach out, grab nurses, hit nurses. So I'm nervous about that.
Jeez.
But they have a lot of male presence on the floors just in case something like that
That's
happens.
very good.
In case a male needs to come in and like throw a punch, if like with another grown man grabbing Brenna's arm or something. That's what makes me really scared.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the listeners know more about us, and I feel like I know more about you.
Exactly. Well, we're about to know more about where we stand on different things. There's so many hot button issues right now, and everybody's got an opinion,
Including us.
So Matt, our director, is going to tell us what we are doing next. Matt?
Next up, we have a game we like to call Polarized. In this game, I'm going to give you both a number of different issues, and for every issue, JJ, you need to argue for that statement,
Great.
and Josh, you need to argue against the statement.
Okay.
You both will have 30 seconds to make your argument, and if you so choose, after each of you have made your 30-second argument, you can each have a 10-second rebuttal as well.
Perfect.
Afterwards, I will award whoever I think made the better argument 100 points per topic.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let's get polarized.
All right, here we go.
So I have to be for every time.
JJ, you are always
gosh.
for the argument, and Josh, you are arguing against. All right, your first issue. Pie is better than cake. JJ, your argument for.
Okay, thank you, Matt, and thank you all for coming here tonight. So pie, I believe, is better than cake. Now, here's the reason. Cake is, when you have cake, right, you don't have a lot of fruits inside, okay? With pie, you can have apples, you can have cherries, you can have pecans, and so pie is actually healthier for you than cake because of that, because you're reaching more food groups than you would with cake. Now, cake, of course it tastes great. Everybody loves cake, but should cake be the choice that you choose? I don't think so, because I believe
Thank
that
you.
pie
Your time
is
is
better
up. Thank you.
than cake, more healthy.
Thank you.
Your time's
Thank you.
up.
Josh, your argument against.
Thank you, everyone. I want to just thank everyone for listening to me because what are we arguing here? It's not health, okay? If you're arguing for what is more healthy, have a salad. Don't have a cake. Don't have a pie. I don't think cake is better than pie. I know cake is better than pie because it's about the inside and it's about the outside. Pie, you can only decorate the inside. Cake, you can do both. Not to mention, you can put it in a cupcake portion. So it's
your
just
time is
3
up.
bites.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
JJ, do you have your 10-second rebuttal?
I need to rebuttal that. Okay, with pies, you can have hand pies too. So that's technically like a cupcake. And yeah, of course you can decorate the outside of a pie. You don't have to just decorate the inside of a pie. And
Thank you,
don't
Josh.
shame people for wanting a healthier dessert.
In my 10 seconds, you cannot put candles in a pie. And who on earth says the phrase hand pie? It's not nearly as easy to say as cupcake.
Thank you for your arguments, gentlemen. I do have to say that I think that Josh made the better argument here.
Thank you.
Because the argument basically
Thank you.
boiled down to the fact that JJ liked fruit more or something. So he was upset that...
And there's so much more I could have said.
All right,
Fruit can go
so
in a cake, too.
Josh,
Fruit
you
cake.
have received 100 points for that round.
Sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Matt.
Okay.
All right, our next issue. The correct way to hang toilet paper is over. JJ, your argument for.
Okay, thank you, everybody. I believe that this is a universal truth. Toilet paper over, because if you have it under, it gets stuck, and then it gets stuck on the back, and you can't pull it out, and then you're pulling one square at a time. You cannot properly wipe if you're having to one square, and it just doesn't make sense. Why would you go under? You have to go over. It doesn't make sense when it comes to just physics. It pulls better when it's over. All right. I don't understand anyone. I don't understand why
Thank you.
anyone
Your
would
time
ever
is
do
over.
under. Anyone.
My turn?
Your turn.
Well, I'm a firm believer in we shouldn't always do things how they've always been done because or else history is doomed to repeat itself. What, are we going to have another world war? Huh? Do you like world wars, JG? That's what it sounds like I'm hearing, because you just want to repeat the things that have been done in the past. I want to do change. I want to invoke change. And so with toilet paper being over, just because everybody's done it before doesn't
Thank
mean
you.
it's
Your
better.
time is up. Thank you.
Okay, hold up. I need a rebuttal. Who said? I never said that it's always been done. I never said those words, so you are taking that out of context. I just said that it's better. Nobody ever said that it's always been done that way.
Josh, your rebuttal.
Nobody.
This is what I will say. We can roll the tape back. You might not have said those words, but you have said something along the lines of "it has always been done." Underneath, you can just get one square, and sometimes
All right,
ladies
thank
only
you
need
for
one
your
square.
arguments, gentlemen. Thank you. JJ, I was on board with your argument until you brought in physics. And Josh, I was on board with your argument as well until you started talking about the world wars or something. But
I said JJ wanted a world war, not me.
well, I will say that I have to agree that Josh made the better argument.
Wow.
How? How?
Because I'm progressive.
Oh my gosh. Well, I feel like this is collusion.
Our next topic is cereal should be considered soup. Josh, your argument against.
Okay, I almost feel like I shouldn't have to say anything because soup has vegetables, it has meat, and it's generally warm. I won't say it's 100% warm, but generally warm. And I've never heard someone say like, I'm going to go have a bowl of soup and then pour some Honey Bunches of Oats or Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It just does not make sense when you pour something, say, oh, I'm going to have a bowl of soup and there's milk in it.
Thank you. JJ, your opinion for.
Thank you so much. First off, who says that there's meat in every soup? So what do you say to the vegetarians? You don't think that the vegetarians can have soup? You don't think that they deserve soup? I think that cereal is a soup because a soup, you eat it out of a bowl with a spoon. And what do you say? Veggies. Okay, what do you think cornflakes are made out of? Veggies. Corn. So two of the arguments that you said, one of them you said, and milk. You said that there's no milk in soup. What about a coconut milk soup?
Thank you. Josh, your rebuttal?
First off, coconut milk soup doesn't exist. And I did say that veggies are in cereal. Are in soup at the very beginning. I said, when you think of soup, you think of meat. You think
Josh.
of veggies.
Thank you, JJ.
Also, just so you know, coconut milk soup is a thing. Have you ever been to any Thai restaurant and had coconut yum yum?
It's not.
Thank you for your positions, gentlemen. I will have to say the argument that resonated with me the most is when JJ talked about you eat it out of a bowl with a spoon.
I would have also given you the point.
I'm going to have to give this to JJ. Our final issue, the 1988 Supreme Court ruling on Hazelwood versus Kohlmeyer.
Which we're both very familiar with.
JJ, your argument for.
I'll let you go first.
Okay. So Hazelwood versus Kohlmeyer. This is a very, 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 very important thing for America. Now, without Hazelwood and Kohlmeyer, you wouldn't have access to health care. You wouldn't have access to your freedoms fully. You would have access to some freedoms, but this gave you more freedoms, and it gave you more choices as an American and as a human. And I believe that if we repeal this, it would take away human rights. And I am not for taking away human rights. Hazelwood versus Kohlmeyer is one of the best.
All right,
Supreme
Josh,
Court
your
rulings.
argument against.
No one's talking about repealing it. We're just giving our thoughts on it. But obviously, I'm against it because I'll just come out and say it. Kohlmeyer should have won. Okay, Hazelwood was colluding with the Cuban government to get this passed in America. Well, I don't know if you know this. When this passed, okay, it gave more power to politicians, less power to the people. And I am all about the people speaking for what they want, not politicians.
Thank you.
Yeah, we get freedom,
JJ,
but at what cost?
Your rebuttal.
You said that nobody's trying to repeal it. Some people are. Some people out there. And what you just came up with, that's a hoax. That's a conspiracy theory. You were just making these things up. You do not know the issue at hand.
My opponent is just saying hot button terms, conspiracy theory, freedom. He's trying to get people on his side while I'm speaking truth. I'm speaking cold hard truth when he is speaking lies.
Thank you for your arguments, gentlemen.
I
would like to remind the audience what the 1988 ruling of Hazelwood versus Kohlmeyer is. Basically, it said that school administrators may be allowed to edit the content of the school newspapers, which meant that the students did not have complete freedoms. Which means that JJ was correct in saying that it limited the freedoms somehow, but he was saying the opposite.
But I also said that it gives more power to the politicians. I thought you knew politicians meant teachers, and less power to the people, the students.
But Cuba.
Yes, I'm on your side here, Josh. I believe that you made the better argument that it does limit freedoms. So There you go.
So I get the
points
points
for Josh.
Oh, there we go.
Well, no, that's what I was saying. You didn't understand my argument.
You were saying if it was repealed, it would limit our freedoms.
But if someone doesn't understand your argument, that's your fault. That's not his fault. Okay, Matt, give us the final tallies for points.
All right, there. So Josh gets 300 points. JJ gets 100 points.
Let's go, baby.
Okay.
Coming back.
All right, well, as you see with that 1988 Supreme Court ruling discussion, history is important to us. Tat Mori's out in the field with This Day in History. Tat?
Tat Mori here on location in Disney World this week. That's because 20 years ago today, on December 15th, 2000, The Emperor's New Groove was released in theaters. Now, I have to say, this is one of Disney's best animated films, yet there seems to be almost no representation in the parks. What gives? Why can't I wait in a line to take a picture with Kronk? Or why is there no Fantasyland ride where I can ride a llama through the adventures of Emperor Kuzco? I mean, every other movie seems to be represented here. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, what is that even from? Even Song of the South got its own ride. Sorry, I've just been holding this in for quite a while. I'll cut it back to you both in the studio. This is Tat Mori.
Thanks, Tat.
Well, we have reached the end of our show, and it is time for mail time. And today we have mailed something to our friend Zach Castle. Some of you may know Zach from his role as Ethan in our show, The Beach Boys.
Eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed this poster right here for The Beach Boys, which features Zach and JJ on the front because they are the main characters, but I put a photo of my face over Zach's head. So,
well, we mailed Zach a 22.6-pound package filled with
mashed potatoes and gravy.
So let's see his response. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Zach Castle. You might know me as your favorite character on The Beach Boys, Ethan.
He is my wife's
Who am
favorite
I
character.
kidding? Todd is
He's
everyone's
actually probably my
favorite, and I'm
favorite, too.
super not jealous. Anyways, Josh and JJ over at your third favorite podcast have sent me a package.
I noticed how warm it was. It seems to be a solid amount of humidity coming from this thing, which is concerning.
I wonder how long he waited to open it.
I am mildly concerned. More than mildly, very concerned.
Hashtag Team Ethan,
Some sort of
hashtag say no to
feces
Ethan
or
Erasure,
soup
hashtag Trace Hucks.
catapulting contraption.
That's very funny. That's
But
funny.
Let's dig in.
He's got a full-on massive poster. All right,
There's
Zach.
also a smell being emitted, something between fried chicken and mac and cheese.
Well, that is
Yeah,
that is
Oh
it's part of that
my
meal.
Good God. There's a stench coming from here. It appears to be a box full of mashed potatoes. Dearest Zach, the holidays are a crazy busy time with the shopping, the parties, the caroling. It is nearly impossible to get everything done in time for Christmas dinner. So we decided to take something off your plate.
and put
Here
something
is
on your
68
plate.
servings of mashed potatoes and gravy for your Christmas feast. Say hi to your folks. Merry Christmas. Love, Josh and JJ. And they have provided a fork.
And we wanted to make sure that he knew it
I don't
was
know
a
if you
fork,
want
so
to
we-
get closer to that, but there you go.
Gosh,
That is 23
that looks like there's
pounds
freaking
almost
poop in
of
there.
mashed potatoes. There's no way I'm eating that.
Oh,
Been sitting there
Zach.
for a day.
Oh, come on, Zach. Just take one
Oh,
bite.
that smells bad.
He didn't read the
Well,
PS.
Thank you. Thank you, Josh and JJ, for this wonderful gift. But there is no way on God's green earth that I am touching that mashed potatoes. So, thanks.
You're welcome,
You're
Zach.
very welcome.
We also we put $1 bill in the
At the very bottom of that, which he probably just threw away.
so Zach just threw away money.
Hey, I think we're very sweet for sending that.
I think so too. So
We're-
Zach,
We're good guys, aren't we?
we're great guys. High five.
Zach, thanks for being a part of this with us, buddy.
Well, we will see you next week for our season 1 finale.
I actually need to go buy your Christmas present right now, so I gotta go.
Oh, and I got to go wrap yours. So thanks for joining us for your third favorite podcast. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Oh, frick, dude. We forgot to tell people to like and subscribe again.
Crap. Well, you said you were gonna do that.
No, you said you were going to do that.
No, you said, Josh, get the onions for Shrek the Halls.
That was on the pickup list, not on... This was a different list. You were supposed to do it.
Okay, well, I guess we got one more shot.
All right. Hopefully they do it anyways.